got another video here for you. Same day here at Crow Canyon. This time I am riding a 2020 350 XCF-W. So, first impressions of this bike. Really easy to ride. I mean, this is probably the easiest dirt bike I've ever ridden. I mean, the clutch was perfectly exactly where I like my adjustment. Like I said in the 300 KTM video, that's just an adjustment. It just happened to be where I like it. But the power, I mean, right off of idle, when you pull the clutch out, it just was so easy to ride, so easy to pull away. The power, I would consider that like the power of a 254 stroke down low. But then when you get up in the high revs, it's like riding a 450. Super powerful, just really nice. I really like this bike. I really like the 300. This really makes it hard for me to decide what bike I like better. I think this bike is a lot better for all-around riding, and then maybe the 300 is better for singles track and more technical riding. So let's start with the suspension. If you guys watched my KTM 300 video, then you know this is pretty much the exact same suspension that was on that 300 KTM. And so plush, it's so soft, it soaked everything up, absorbed everything. I mean, it was amazing. The other bike, like my 96, is really stiff. It's a motocross bike, so you kind of expect that. But it's so smooth. I mean, it really makes you think that you can ride this bike for all day and not be fatigued by being slammed around by hard suspension. The power delivery was so smooth. I mean, anytime you're in that throttle, it's just constant. It's very linear. You don't have to worry about it just all of a sudden taking off and too much power for you. It's very controllable. So I will say that I really like that about it. Like I said, really easy bike to ride. I mean, for any kind of beginner or a novice, this would be a great bike because it's going to give you a lot of easy to ride ability down low, but then you're going to have a lot of power and you can go really far with it. The suspension it soaked it right up. Another thing to mention, the ergonomics of this bike and that KTM 300, it was just so comfortable for my style. As soon as I got on these bikes, I felt like I've been riding the bike for a long time. It was really comfortable. The ergonomics of it, the seating position, where your foot pegs were, where the handlebars, everything was just so natural feeling. It's almost like they built this bike for riders. And I say that because the Yamaha I rode, the YZ250X, on the same day, it was just so uncomfortable to me. It's just not a bike setup for someone like myself, I guess. I don't know, maybe it was more of a motocross setup or what, but I did not like it. Absolutely loved these KTMs I rode. I mean, this bike, and along with that KTM 300, they made me feel more comfortable, like I can ride faster, which I was. I was riding faster than I typically would on my Honda, and that kind of got me in some trouble on the KTM 300, but on this bike, it was just so smooth and nice. I mean, I wish I had the money to buy both of these bikes. Like I said before, that the price tag on these things is so crazy. 10 grand for that KTM 300. I think this 350 is probably like $10,500. So much money. I wish it was just a little bit of a cheaper option besides buying used, but it's just where the market's going. We're into the 10,000 plus dirt bike days, so that's here to stay, and it's only going to get worse from here. Cornering on these bikes, so easy, especially this one, right off that idle, coming to that corner and leaving it, so smooth. I mean, the power delivery is unbelievable on this bike. It's so well rounded, and I really think this is a great bike for basically doing anything. If you want to just do singles track, if you want to just trail ride, I mean, if you're going to race and you're going to hammer through it, I mean, this bike is so well rounded and will really accommodate so many different riders. This is a great bike from KTM. I really do think so. The luggability of this bike compared to the KTM 300, it's not necessarily a very good comparison. I mean, that 300 KTM, you could lug it down and go as slow as you want in pretty much any gear. This bike, not so much. It is a four-stroke. It gets that clacky, want-to-stall sound, but still, you can really lug it. So overall, this is an amazing bike. I really recommend it. Demo days are great. This really gives you an opportunity to test them out. So keep an eye out for more videos, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.